Another round of drink reviews to do. Yeah, that looks good. This one's working as well. So I'm going to do my little presentation of each one. I'm doing simulcast, multi-streaming. So try to look at the chat after each one and see if anyone said anything. But I'm probably not going to respond to any chats while I'm doing it because I clip these up and I make a video out of them, so that it just makes it more difficult if I'm talking to chat windows when I'm doing it. Anyways, got two different drinks to try today. Got a Starbucks iced energy strawberry kiwi, and then also a Roar organic dragon fruit punch. So that should be an interesting combo. Let's start with the Starbucks one. Wipe the condensation off a little bit. Takes me a while to get set up, so they're sitting a little bit. All right. Take a look at this Starbucks iced energy strawberry kiwi. 160 milligrams of caffeine in there, 12 fluid ounce, 255 milliliters. Let's take a look at the nutrition facts. Contains 0% juice, 5 calories, 35 milligrams of sodium. Let's see. That's basically it for that. It does have niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid, or pantothenic acid. I've been pronouncing that wrong for years. So it looks like pantothenic. Yeah. Ingredients: carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid. Wow. I'm really messing up today. Where was I? Carbonated waters, natural flavors, citric acid, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, sodium benzoate for preservative, vegetable juice for color, which is sweet potato and carrot, potassium sorbate preservative, sucralose, panic ginseng extract, acetylene potassium. And then we got the B3, B6, and then B5. That's the pantothenic acid, I think. Salt and B6. Yeah, I don't know. There's some vitamins here with different names, so it's not the same as the top list. Okay, so it has things to take note of. I'll show it on screen up close, but the sweeteners. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the ingredients. Considering it's Starbucks, you would think they would be more of a health conscious, health focused mix of ingredients, but that's not the case. Anyways, there it is. 160 milligrams caffeine, 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. Contains no fruit juice, 5 calories, 35 milligrams of sodium. Got the 16 milligrams of niacin, 1.7 milligrams of vitamin B6, and 5 milligrams of pantothenic acid. Those are all 100% of your daily value, apparently. Then we've got the ingredients. Carbonated water, natural flavors, citric acid, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, sodium benzoate, vegetable juice for color, which is sweet potato and carrot. And we've got potassium sorbate, which is a preservative, sucralose, panic ginseng extract, acetylene potassium. So the sucralose and acetylene potassium are low-calorie sweeteners, sugar alternatives. Do your research on those and understand what you're drinking. there is some mixed research, whether it's good or bad or in between. Yeah, I'd suggest reading up on those if you're unfamiliar. And then we've got the vitamins, salt. Let's see. There was another preservative. Yeah, potassium sorbate. I think I mentioned that one. Anyways, that's that. So Purchase New York is where it's produced. On the top here, just a generic tab. Sometimes there's colored ones and stuff, but not this time. I'm not thrilled with the ingredients and such. Considering Starbucks tends to be one of the more expensive brands. So, guess it is what it is. Anyways, let's open this up, try it out. Use the small cup. I have two different cups. That should be good. So there it is, natural coloring, which is nice to see. Definitely get some carbonation. Kind of a slight pink. And I can already smell it from here. That's interesting. Looks good. Here we go. And this is the Starbucks Iced Energy Strawberry Kiwi. Let's do a smell test first. I thought that I could smell it, but now that I have it up to my face, I don't really smell a whole lot. Anyways, let's try it out. They are trying to get a strawberry flavor going. There is a bit of tanginess. I assume the kiwi flavors and maybe a little bit of the strawberry. Pretty sweet tasting with those two different low calorie sweeteners in here. There's a little bit of salt as well. I assume they add the salt to enhance the flavor, what you taste. Obviously, there's no fruit juice in here, so the flavors. I feel like the strawberry flavor is more towards the artificial strawberry flavor. No surprise. It's not bad. Like I mentioned, it has that 35 milligrams of sodium, probably to enhance the overall flavor of it, which isn't a lot of salt, really. So I think that's fine. Oops. My phone just went offline for a second. Anyways, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Carbonation. Let's try from the can here. I feel like the carbonation's a softer type of carbonation. The bubbles are smaller. It's just not super carbonated. So if you prefer drinks that are very carbonated, obviously drink it from the can. Don't pour it into a glass because you're going to lose even more carbonation. I think it's fine though if you were to pour it into a glass and add some ice. That would be pretty nice because it has a good amount of flavor to it. The the flavors of the strawberry and kiwi to me are like candied versions of it, the artificial candied versions of those flavors, which is fine. It's just from me, my perspective, when I think of Starbucks, I think of like higher quality, their branding and all that. It's usually more expensive. This to me just doesn't fit. These I have two I think I have two other flavors of this. And looking at the ingredients and such, it's got preservatives in it. It has the sucralose, it has the aspartame potassium, which there are alternatives to those that they could use. It does have vegetable juice for color, which is something I consider as like a higher end option, which is nice. But to me, I don't know. I would expect more from Starbucks than this. But it's drinkable. It's fine. It tastes pretty decent. It's the flavors are again like a candied manufactured version of strawberries and kiwis. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to buy this again, but it's an option if you are into it. 160 milligrams of caffeine is a fair amount. So that's kind of up there. I'd say 2 cups of coffee probably would be about what you get in this. So you're getting a lot of caffeine. If that's your goal, you're getting quite a bit of caffeine, but it's not an insane amount. Usually with stuff like energy drinks, they're gonna top out around 300 milligrams for a pretty large can. So this is 12 of an ounce. Usually the big energy drinks would be like 16 or maybe even slightly larger than 16. But it's okay. Um, yeah, so that was the Starbucks Kiwi Strawberry, what is it called? Iced Energy. Okay. Anyways, oh, carbonation. Next up, gonna wipe some of the condensation off. Next up, we've got this thing. Roar Organic Dragon Fruit Punch. They call it Complete Hydration. It's a pretty big bottle. 18 fluid ounce, 532 milliliters. So you're getting a lot of drink here. So for this one, there's per serving nutrition facts and a per bottle. I'm going to do the per bottle just so we know what all is in here. So I would think most people would probably just drink the whole thing, right? Okay, let's see. It says about 2 servings per bottle. 8 fluid ounce is 1 serving. And it has 18. And that doesn't make sense. So if 1 serving is 8 fluid ounce, it has 18. It's going to be even more than what's listed on here. Huh. Maybe I should just do the per serving list. Yeah, I'll do the. I know. Well, that's per bottle. Okay, so this should be correct. So the per serving one's going to be off because there's more than 2 servings. Anyways, per bottle, nutrition facts, we've got 20 calories, 110 milligrams of sodium, which is 5% of your daily value, 10 grams of total carbohydrates of that. We have 2 grams of total sugars and 7 grams of sugar alcohol, which we'll get to that in the ingredients list. Does have some trace vitamins and minerals and then other ones. So I don't understand why they would list vitamin D when it says 0 mcg, 0%. So maybe it's a very trace amount of vitamin D in here. It does have calcium, potassium, vitamin A, C, E, B6, B12, pantothenic acid. Yeah. And then there's some marketing material, caffeine free, non GMO, vegan. I'll just show it on screen. Here. Let's do a zoom in. Complete hydration, dragon fruit punch. So they say antioxidants, vitamins, electrolytes. 18 fluid ounce, 532 milliliters. And they got more marketing material. Electrolytes, vitamins, antioxidants, organic. Nutrition facts, 5% juice, 20 calories for the bottle, 110 milligrams of sodium, and then we've got that 7 grams of sugar alcohol. Then we got our vitamins, vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium, A, C, E, B6, B12, pantothenic acid of various amounts. Then the ingredients. There's a lot going on here. And try to hold it steady and look at it at the same time. Let's see. It kind of works. Filtered water, organic coconut water from concentrate. Let me try it here. I'm trying to read it and hold it up to the camera at the same time. So, filtered water, organic coconut water from concentrate. Let's see. The thing to take note of here is that erythritol, or erythritol, that's the sugar alcohol that it mentions. This is one of those low-calorie sweeteners you want to read up on and understand what you're drinking. There is some more recent research on that one that's a little iffy. But, these are generally small quantities of these sweeteners. So if you're only drinking one drink a day or something with that sweetener, then, it's probably fine. Which is me, because I do these drink reviews and everything. But, yeah, and just know that that's in here. That's right there on the list. I looked up the pronunciation of it and I already forgot. So it's erythritol. It's one of those sugar alcohols. So there's this one, there's maltitol, there's quite a few other ones that can sometimes cause some digestional issues and stuff too. So that maltitol is obviously it's unrelated to this, but that one's in those gummy bears and stuff. People would make jokes about eating a bag of gummy bears with maltitol and then have like an explosive day. So this is of the same group of stuff. Anyways, organic natural flavor, organic cane sugar, organic fruit and vegetable juice for color, citric acid, malic acid, sea salt, vitamin C. Does have stevia leaf extract. That's another low-calorie sweetener. That one is sourced from a specific plant, and it's a more recent one. I haven't seen any negative research on that one, but it's again something to read up on and understand what it is that you're consuming. Citric acid, dragon fruit puree. So it's got actual juice in here. I think it was 6%. No, 5%. Yeah. It's a huge list of ingredients. Anyways, there's that. It says shake well. I'm kind of exhausted just looking at that, at a list that big. See if I miss anything important. There's the vitamins towards the bottom. Yeah, erythritol. It's the one sweetener. And then stevia as well. It's nice that it has some actual juice in here. It's a very small percentage, but it's in here, so that's good. Just shake it up a little bit. Let's pop it open. I've got my fancy cup. There it is. Naturally colored, which is nice to see. Looks good. So it's going to be a mix of fruit and vegetable juice for color, I think it said. Let's see. Yeah. And it also has 6% juice to begin with, so very nice. And this is the Roar Organic Dragon Fruit Punch. Let's try it out. Little bit, tiny bit of sourness. I do notice the juice taste. So that fruit punch, it does have that traditional fruit punch flavor. And then some additional flavors going on. I would assume it's the dragon fruit. There's organic coconut. Let's see. And my eyes are pretty bad up close with glasses now. I think I need a different prescription too. Organic coconut water from concentrate. Okay. So I think coconut water is an interesting one for drinks. It's a nice, or at least an alternative to just having water in there. So it's an unusual flavor combination. It's a very slight bitterness. I think it might be coming from the coconut. I'm not really sure what dragon fruit tastes like as a fruit that you would just eat as a fruit, but this has actual dragon fruit in it, so it tastes like this, I guess. Yeah, I do notice the coconut, which that might be part of the reason there's some bitterness to it. It's moderately sweet, not too bad with the sweetness level. Obviously, there's a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff in here, so that could be contributing to the bitterness and just like the slight medicinal type flavoring that I'm getting from this. It's an interesting mix of flavors going on. I think this will be one of those drinks that you have to try and see if you like the taste of it. Obviously, there's different flavors of the specific thing, but sweetness level is kind of moderate. It does have that uh, erythritol, or however you pronounce it, erythritol, which I'm personally not a big fan of that sweetener, but you know, it's in here. It's probably 7 grams, it looks like, for the bottle, which isn't a huge amount. I've seen drinks that are smaller than this that have 10 grams of that sweetener in here, or I mean, in there compared to in here. So that's not too bad. And it does also have the stevia. Stevia does have a very specific flavor usually. So that's going to contribute some unusual aftertaste probably as well. Like I said, it does. There is a bit of bitterness. There's a slight tanginess to the drink. Uh, there is malic acid as well, which tends to have more of an apple-like flavor. There's also citric acid. That's probably some of the tanginess. But they're in the middle of the list, usually with, as far as I understand it, with ingredients lists. Everything at the top is going to be the most quantity. So obviously, filtered water is at the top, and then the coconut water, or coconut juice, I should say. And then you go down the list, and then everything is going to be in a smaller quantity towards the bottom. So that's why the vitamins are down here compared to like the acids in the middle. And that sweetener is up here. That's 7 grams for that erythritol, or however you pronounce it. Yeah. So overall, I don't know if I would get this specific one again. The flavor to me is just odd. It's not bad. It's just different. If I could, I'll drink it again. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if it's the dragon fruit flavor. Like I said, I can't remember a time that I've eaten a dragon fruit as a fruit, so I don't really know what it tastes like to begin with. But yeah, this will be one of those things that you have to just try out and see if you like the specific flavor of this one. There are different ones that you could try as well. I think it's an interesting drink. It's a unusual combination, or unique combination, of a bunch of vitamins, minerals, sweeteners, flavors. It's nice that they do have some actual juice in here, which is kind of rare sometimes. So that's a plus. It's nice that it's colored with natural colors. Also a plus. Again, I'm not a fan of the main sweetener in here. That's just me. But the benefits, or the common benefit of that specific sweetener, that erythritol one, is that it does have a somewhat more similar taste to it, to table sugar, than other sweetener alternatives. But then they also add the stevia, which doesn't, to me. So it's a odd combination. I would have preferred stevia and monk fruit rather than stevia and this erythritol one, or whatever it's called. Anyways, yeah, that is the Roar Organic Dragon Fruit Punch. I think that was one of my longest reviews. I'd consider drinking again, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that specific sweetener. Anyways, that's it for that. So for these drink reviews and stuff, I do multi-streaming simulcasting. If you're on Amazon, it would be cool if you could follow that page on there, because I've only got like 100 something followers on there. But I do this, and I also do technology reviews. And actually, yesterday I did a coloring stream with NASA based coloring pages, so you can print them out. And then I was trying out different colored pencils and crayons and stuff. That was fun. So I do a big variety of things on there, from technology like computers, camera equipment when I have it, and then these drink reviews and sometimes snack reviews. But I kind of prefer doing these when I'm probably going to run out at some point of, so I've been doing a lot of these. But yeah, so snack reviews sometimes, but mostly drink reviews when I can find something new and that's not like crazy expensive. Uh, Stuff like that. So, anyways, I'm gonna sign out for now. I'll be back hopefully. See ya. Is that, and then YouTube. Sign out of there, and then